Eric the Midget, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, Eric.
I was calling in to say that I heard you guys talking about me being a possibility for a roast.
Yes.
Well, I would agree to do it.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. Not after you hear what they're going to say.
First of all, they're going to rip you a new little asshole. And secondly, I mean, these guys are professional comedians who their whole lives are just busting people's balls. And also, I'm worried with you that it could be sad.
Nobody's going to say Eric the actor once.
No.
Yeah. It's going to be all midget shit, and I take shits bigger than you, and you're going to break down and probably just hang yourself. So I don't want to get involved in that.
I would agree to do it.
You would take all that abuse?
Yes.
What for?
What do you need? He always wants something, and I don't want to get into negotiating. You know? And then I never know if he's...
No, there's a stipulation here.
And then it'll be like, we'll have it all set, then he'll call up and go, I'm not getting roasted. I didn't like what you said.
That's it.
That's it, Stern. I know you. I know you better than you know you. It'll just end in disaster.
No, you don't, because you don't know what I'm about to say.
Right, here we go.
There was another thing you'd have to say.
Yeah, well, all right, go ahead and say it then.
What I'm about to say is all that I was going to say was that just replace this idea with the flying with balloons idea, especially since that can't be done anymore now in light of the drowning incident at the Sacramento radio station.
Oh, it can't be done because of the drowning at the Sacramento radio station?
First of all, it wasn't a drowning. The woman drank a whole bunch of water and died.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you couldn't fly you with balloons in a studio. I don't see how you would die.
Because they're trying to make it where no more stupid radio stunts can be done anymore.
Yeah, but I'm going to cover my ass 50 different ways. I'm going to have you sign a thing that says, no way, you blame me if you die. Then you're going to get on the air and say, I understand I'm going to drop dead from this possibly, and I'm going to cover my ass. And then if you die, I'll be fine.
So the flying thing could still go on.
And in fact, I just contacted the authorities. They said if I want to, I can have hold your wee for your wee with you.
Yeah. It would be perfectly all right.
While you're flying, you have to hold your wee. We're going to give you 50 bottles of water, and then you're going to hold your wee.
And then we'll give you a wee.
And we'll send you home. And then you'll go, wee! He'll be pissing and flying around the studio at the same time.
I'm flying. I'm flying and pissing.
Look
out below. It's raining.
It's raining pee.
It's raining midget.
See what I mean? And that bothers you, right, when I say that? Yeah. And
you'll never be able to handle the roast.
But you're not going to like the roast.
I just sat through that whole exchange between you and Robin and did not even say a thing.
Well, we're not professional comedians who write these scathing jokes.
Yeah, we're idiots.
Yeah,
what is it?
You know, it's funny. J.D., who hardly ever has an opinion on anything. J.D., why don't you come and tell the guys what you told me in the office?
I think Eric the Midget is an ungrateful douchebag, and I don't care if he's sitting in his wheelchair or not. I would punch him in the face.
Why?
Because he's an ungrateful douchebag. That's all he does is, like, complain. Everyone has to, be...
Why are you so angry, man?
I'm just
Dude, the
angry.
kid's a good dude. Eric the Midget.
Dude, he is not a good dude.
Oh, go bang your porn star.
He is so not a good dude, bro.
I like him.
Okay, he'll go get banged.
Okay.
I like Eric the Midget.
All right. I guess that's all that matters, but
I'm not going to roast him because I know it's going to freak him out.
He
just wants the attention.
He doesn't even know the devastation that could occur, though.
And you know what? I'm going to give you a porn star to him if you don't shut up.
Okay.
All right? All right, go ahead.
Douchebag.
Who you calling the douchebag?
Eric the Midget.
Geek.
Geek? Is that what you called him, Eric?
Eric, let me think about it, but my every instinct tells me to avoid it. Although if you want to fly with balloons and pee, that's okay. All right, brother. Thank you, Eric.
Oh, wait. Howard.
Yes.
If that clip, that song of Prince, if that is live, I think I know where it was done. He's performing every Friday and Saturday night at the the Rio in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it sounds kind of live to me, actually.
I don't know.
You know.
And he was not selling out for performing on American Idol. His representation is 19 Entertainment, the producers of American Idol.
Do you
That's
understand
why he did that.
what selling out is?
That's why he did that, is a thank you to them.
No, he doesn't do a thank you to anybody. He's like, the kids aren't buying his records anymore. That's why he went on American Idol.
That's why he's on American Idol.
If American Idol had
about record sales.
If only 5 million people a week were watching American Idol, then it's a thank you to them. That
right. Yeah, he wants the attention. He wants to be relevant. All right, thank you, Eric.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay. Eric the Midget is on the phone. He is dying for us to roast him. And I, first of all, will not roast Eric the Midget. And I have a couple of reasons why. Would you like to hear them, Eric?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, Catherine McPhee gave an interview recently, and she said the reason she is angry with us is because we gave out her phone number to a listener, that would be you, and that she said he abused the phone so much.
She had to change her number.
And I told you only to call her once or twice.
You said 3 times. That's what I did.
All right. She claims it was more.
Well, that's not true. If it is, check with Richard and Sal. Think about it. They have voice clips of mine on file. They could have easily called her with my voice clips.
Oh, you're claiming they did it, huh?
No, they didn't call her. I know for a fact they didn't.
You did.
Anyway, Eric the Midget wants, hey, Gary, can you bring in the list of people now? It's a long list of people we'd like to roast. But Eric the Midget is on the list, but I know for a fact that it'll turn into a disaster. Now, here's why I say this. One, who even knows if he'll show up, and that'll blow.
Right.
Because if he gets angry with us, he goes, I'm not coming to the roast.
Yeah, as soon as we commit, he'll start holding us up for stuff.
Yeah, that's what his move is. He's very passive-aggressive. And then afterwards, oh, thank you. He'll also make calls to me beforehand, starting to make demands and just obnoxious shit that he wants. So it's like, I don't want to deal with it.
Well, Yucca was in here yesterday and said he roasted Eric just a little bit, and Eric lost it.
When was that?
At whatever that stand-up was they just did out in California or something.
Oh, he was there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, number one, Eric, you can't handle a roast.
I did not do anything at all.
Number two.
When Yucca said any jokes.
I know.
I just sat there, and I may have looked away or something, but I never gave him any looks or anything like that.
It ain't easy, man. I'll tell you, after years of being a roaster, when you finally sit in that seat, bro, you find out a lot about yourself, about how sensitive you really are.
Yeah, because I got hit with some shrapnel, too, and I got to tell you something, Eric. I even found it hard to sit through, even though I was laughing.
And when you're the actual roastee,
right,
it's like a dump truck backs up full of shit and just lands on your head.
And Abel, even when someone else is getting it, you can't even laugh well, because, eventually everyone is getting to you.
And I know the call will come like,
my father said if I do the roast, he'll make me live at the lake house.
They're taking me back to the lake.
The lake house.
Whatever the fuck the lake house is. God knows what house of horrors that is.
It's like a prison.
All I know is the kid doesn't want to go there. The lake house is a punishment. It sounds like a nice deal, lake house.
Is he like the midget Rockefeller?
I don't know. What's with the lake house? Why do you hate it so much?
Just too isolated.
It is prison.
He's Little Rockefeller.
He's like in the Phantom Zone.
He's half Nelson Rockefeller.
Are you like Superman? That's your fortress of solitude, the lake house?
I guess so.
You go there to talk to your father?
Are you a Superman freak? Do you love Superman?
I thought the last movie was real good.
Yeah. I just would think that Eric would like superheroes.
Why not? Yeah.
He's geeky like me.
But he'd also he needs superpowers.
Yeah. What is it, Sal?
Hey,
what's up?
Hey. Eric made a revelation to me when we did the Whack Pack Revelations.
Yeah.
And it was that he got I can't even say it, a harassment suit from the police because
a harassment call.
Right, because you were calling a celebrity. So it wasn't us.
A semi-celebrity.
A semi-celebrity you were harassing.
You're telling me the police, Eric, got on you because...
She appeared on one reality show.
Yeah.
3 Wishes.
Okay. And what happened? You got her phone number?
Well, I got her mom's number.
You got her mom's number. And then what did you do?
I called it a couple of times, and that was about it. But the whole thing was...
What do you mean you called it a couple of times? How many times is a couple?
El Creepo.
You don't get a harassment suit because you called someone a couple of times, Eric.
Well, the mom was being a little protective because not only was I calling, but there were several other people calling as well and following this girl back to her apartment because 3 Wishes did not do that good a job at covering up where this girl lived.
Yes, so people like you could get her identity.
Eric, did you send her anything?
No.
Eric, did you send something to her?
No, I did not.
Like a human head?
Did you send her flowers?
No, I did not.
Guys are telling me that you sent her flowers to her apartment. That freaked her out, too.
I couldn't even get the correct apartment.
You would have.
Well, why were you calling this girl from the TV show? Would you have a crush on her?
Yeah, I thought she was really cute.
How old was she, like 13?
Oh, no. She was living on her own. She was 18.
Wow.
All right.
You did all the research, huh?
Well,
You don't think that's creepy, Eric?
3 Wishes gave a lot of info.
Their fault.
What is 3 Wishes, Robin?
That used to be, Amy Grant did this stupid show, when reality first hit. Everybody was trying to figure out what they could do in reality.
Right.
And so Amy Grant was going to grant 3 wishes.
Yeah. And so one of her wishes was for Eric to leave her alone?
I guess, well, no, it wasn't Amy Grant. Were you calling Amy Grant?
No.
No, you were calling one of the people who was a contestant.
Eric should have mailed himself to her in a box.
Yeah, say it's flowers, and then, oh, wow, nice flowers.
It's me. You know you're not going to be able to take a roast. Sal will get up there and say some really awful shit about you, and it'll be terrible.
Yeah, now you've revealed what a creep you are. You better not be roasted.
I don't even think I could bring myself to do it. When you meet him in person...
Oh, Sal,
it's like stomping on a puppy.
Right.
I mean, it's just, he's so...
I think it would be too sad also. I was going to say that was my 4th reason.
He's got these... His arms are so small on that turkey body. It looks like a T-Rex.
Turkey body.
Like little T-Rex arms.
You think it's as sad? Is it as sad as it might have been for Gary to watch his beloved brother die of AIDS? You think it was that sad?
No, that was funny.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think you'd go right ahead and roast him.
I don't think you have a heart in that body of yours.
I think Sal would do it, but what he's saying is it would be tough.
His heart would be enough for him.
It would tank just because, look, I thought it was rough. I was alone in this, I think, but I thought it was too rough to do KC with his life situation right now. KC's a fucking guy who bangs hot chicks every day.
And you're feeling sorry for him.
Yeah, so,
because Artie's point is, if you're going to roast someone, it's got to be someone who's doing well.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not even well, just someone who's not in the, like, if you go to financial difficulties with KC and say he's homeless, he might really be homeless.
I mean, can you imagine on Howard TV, Eric, you are very severely handicapped. You're in a wheelchair. You're only about 4 feet. You're not even 4 feet tall. You're like 2'3".
Oh, there he goes. See, the moment they say 2'3", he starts screaming.
Like, the perfect guy to roast is Donald Trump, actually.
Right.
Like, that's the ideal
only guy to roast.
But I'm just saying,
flawed.
Can you imagine turning on Howard TV? And there, there's this kid who, basically looks like Commander Pike from, Star Trek.
Yes.
And we're insulting him.
Yeah. And we're insulting him, and I mean, just relentlessly picking on him.
Well, I think back to the whole Celestine thing. All we wanted her to do was eat food in front of us. Celestine was this woman with no arms and no legs.
I remember, yeah.
And we rolled her in, and we wanted to see her actually feed herself, and people were so sickened by the whole thing. It was the lowest rated show.
I thought it was going to be brilliant.
I kind of like it.
I thought it was going to be brilliant. I said, well, here's a woman. She has no arms or legs, and she's telling me she can cut her own food and eat off a plate.
It's almost unbelievable. Inspirational, absolutely.
So first of all, okay, Channel 9, we were new to television, and the guys working with us weren't exactly brain surgeons, so they wheeled her out, and she was a very dark-skinned black woman. and all she was a head. And they didn't realize that they had a black background. So it looked like
they did.
No, they didn't. It was just like a floating head. You know what I mean?
Floating eyes and teeth.
Right. And it looked weird. But nevertheless, I thought, wow, people are really going to want to see her cut her food. It's going to be like real. I mean... And I have to admit, it was the lowest rated segment in the Channel 9 history. Now, the Channel 9 show... They turned
people off. They turned it off.
Channel 9 show was so good, it beat Saturday Night Live every week. Like killed it. 2-1, 3-1 sometimes. We just schlonged them. They were freaking out. And but there, I remember we put it on in the last quarter hour. We dropped to a 3.2 share, which was the lowest share we'd ever had. In the final quarter hour.
They bailed.
Yeah. So
drove.
I remember liking watching her do the Star Spangled Banner before U.S. Open Source.
I was totally wrong on that one. Just didn't read the public's mood. I remember Dan Formical goes, I told you, Celestine, she's too depressing. I go, yeah, well, it didn't help that you put a black background. I don't care what background. I told you. I go, so what does this mean? The two-headed twins are out? We had those no
arms, no legs, no ratings.
I had the original cast from What's My Line, all blindfolded. You know, I've Got a Secret kind of stuff, all blindfold. Arlene Francis, all of them. And the secret it was those two chicks who were joined at the head.
Yeah. Oh.
Because of Celestine, two men, we had the girls there and everything. And Dan came to me and goes, I was just up in the room with them. It's too fucking sad. It's too fucking sad. It's going to be lower than the Celestine segment.
Oh, dear.
I said, are you kidding me? When those old biddies take off their blindfolds and they see the two-headed chick and that's her secret, they're going to freak out. Because it's not going to be funny. They're going to feel bad.
Are they still alive?
Who?
Yeah.
They were at the Stuttering John fight in Atlantic City.
They sang the Star Spangled Banner.
And I remember, did they? I think they did at the John.
Yeah, the singing one sang the anthem.
The John
people loved it. They ate it up.
Well, I remember being backstage at the John Cabbie fight, and I guess whoever their handler was must have went to take a leak for a little while, and I walked by the room, and they were alone in a room banging up against shit because they had to situate themselves where the one was balanced in a perfect way on the table and the other one's head was right.
Well, they're joined at the head, but they face each other, which is the tops of their heads are joined.
It's maybe the most inspirational / depressing thing you will ever look at.
Yeah, but imagine roasting those two girls. Is Eric that far off?
You see, those two girls might be so far on the other side that maybe it would be funny.
Roast them?
No, again,
what if we get Eric and those two girls and we roast all of them?
I mean, but...
We should have those two girls roast Eric. We put a microphone on each side of their head.
Yeah, this way we don't have to show up for work.
You know what I mean, Eric? And also, I know you. You're going to hold us up for, like, all kinds of things. I can't do that.
We don't have the time.
And it won't work, Eric, because you don't have the leverage with us here. The balloons thing we really want. Clearly, we don't give a fuck about this. So you're not going to get any major, deal-breaking points in the contract.
Okay, be chicken shit. See if
I'll kick you right out of your chair, you little fuck. How's that for chicken shit?
Now, what we're saying is that maybe it'd be too much.
If you don't think that you can do it, fine.
Ooh.
But I think I could outdo you, dumbasses.
Oh, you mean with a rebuttal?
Yeah, he's going to have the greatest rebuttal.
What kind of jokes would you do anyway, Sal?
I don't know. I don't know where to start. I mean, look at him. He was born a joke. I mean, it's just sad. And when you see him in person, it breaks your heart.
He's a good guy, too.
He's a great guy.
Eric, you're a good guy. We like you.
If you guys don't want to be outdone by me, fine.
You know what, Eric? Why don't you come up with a little sample roast for us and call us back, and let's see if Eric can, put it together.
Well, it would be a good roast if we got, like, the bearded woman in the circus and stuff.
I was going to say, if you have an all-freak roast.
Well, if the bearded woman roasts Eric, then I'm okay with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get the bearded woman, the fat person.
Beetlejuice can roast.
Or how about a whack pack roast?
Yeah, that's the only way it would work.
That's a funny idea. Just all whack packers like roasties.
High-pitch Eric.
Crackhead Bob.
What if you...
But Eric, I like you, and I think it would just come off really bad.
I hate to tell you, but High Pitch actually is starting to try to befriend me.
You're kidding. What does he do? Does he call you?
No, he instant messages me on AOL and stuff like that.
How does he know your name on AOL?
Somehow he got it. I don't know exactly.
3 Wishes.
Probably Zolar or something.
You know High Pitch is scamming big time right now?
What's he doing?
I bumped into Gary's great friend yesterday who lives down the block. I saw him outside. He goes, so I met High Pitch Eric, and he gave High Pitch his phone number. High Pitch calls him and asks him, he goes, are you rich? And the guy goes, well, I'm okay. He goes, can you mail me some cash? And the guy mailed him cash.
Right.
My friend's, he's a really nice guy.
Sweet guy.
He's pretty well off, and he's run into Eric. I don't know, I think at some point he may have paid Eric's cable bill.
Oh. Wow. For a dummy, he's good.
And then, told me, in fact, my friend told me that Eric called him and was crying that he couldn't feed the cat and the dog and they were going to die or something.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, because Eric ate all the fucking pet food, that's why.
That's some scam. Can you mail me cash? It's not exactly a scam.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's pretty upfront at least.
And he took a laptop from him, too.
Wow.
How much cash are we talking about?
Probably mailed him 500.
Here's an idea. Instead of having you guys or the Whack Pack do it, there's over 1,000 people together with SFN and MySpace that would probably love to take your spots to roast me.
So good. Let him roast you. What do we give a shit?
Nah, it's not going to fly, Eric.
Put your number on MySpace. Have them leave roast messages on your machine.
Much like you, it's not going to fly.
All right?
How does he think he's going to take a roast? Every time somebody writes in, you should fly with balloons.
Wait, wasn't Fratto in here because he was whining about being attacked on the Stern Fan Network?
Yeah.
How's he going to handle a roast?
He's not. That's my point. He doesn't know himself.
I'm not going to let up until you guys come to your senses.
He wants to be roasted.
Okay.
We don't want to see you cry, Eric.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that I will sit there the whole time.
You have no choice.
You see?
I'm not going to back out of it at all, and I'm not going to come up with any stupid demands for you guys to try to meet.
It's no fun to roast somebody who really wants to.
Yeah, he wants to be roasted too bad.
Yeah.
It's like,
trying too hard.
We want the balloons.
All right, Eric, thank you. I don't think it's going to happen. Thank you.
All right, be chicken shit.
All right, we're chicken shits. Thank you, Eric. It's not a matter of being a chicken shit. He doesn't understand. It's just I don't think the audience will appreciate us taking a guy in a wheelchair.
On, a handicapped person.
Right. Who's this? I didn't press on a phone. Somebody there?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Wow.
How the hell did I...
It just rang, and I heard you all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know. I accidentally must have hit the button, but go ahead.
Hey, why don't you guys have Eric fly while he gets roasted? You know what I mean? He can float above the studio floor.
Yeah, and Sound Richard could piss on him. This is fun.
At the end, you can let him down easy.
At the end, we could open the window and watch him sail away. Wait, here's Blue Iris and Eric the Midget. Eric, I told you no about the roast.
Oh, well, I'm not going to give up.
So you're just going to harass us the way you did that girl from 3 Wishes?
Yeah, we got to...
You guys, for 5 years, had call after call to jab at me, and you're not going to give me the opportunity for one day?
If you want to come in and roast us, it's fine. I'll put you on a roast where you can roast one of us.
Yeah, how about that?
But I'm not roasting you. You have medical problems. I know you don't take things well.
I don't give a shit. I'm giving you the opportunity to do it.
And I know that as soon as I agree, you're going to bust my balls and start making all kinds of demands.
There is no demand. Period.
It'd be funny if we just put him on the dais for someone else's roast, and then we just roast the shit out of him.
Do you want to roast this guy at all?
No, I don't think him as a roast would work. I mean, it's not like we're being pussies in the sense that...
Yes, you are.
No, we're being selfish. We don't think it'll be a good show.
You are being one fat-ass pussy.
Dude, if we thought it would be a funny roast to roast you, we would do it.
Exactly. We're not, like, good do-gooders here. You imagine
the cutaway shots on TV to you? Hey, that Eric's a real asshole. You cut away.
Everybody's laughing, and then you look at Eric.
There's like just a human head in a wheelchair?
Right. People are like, what the fuck is wrong with those idiots?
Yeah, they're going to think there's something wrong with us.
You know when you're in high school and everyone calls each other's mother a whore, and then the one kid's mom really is a whore? Whoa, is that awkward.
Yeah, I mean, what could you say about Eric that's not going to really cut to the bone, you know?
It's very hard to do, Eric.
You have my attention right now. Try it.
Why? First of all, why are you so into getting roasted? What's your
what's in it for you?
Yeah, exactly. What's your move here?
To prove that I can take it.
To prove that you can take it. That's it.
So when you're not able to, we look like the dicks.
Yeah. If you roll out of here crying, what am I going to do?
That's not going to happen.
You can't take that chance.
I'm telling you, Eric, as a guy who's had a very long, successful radio career, I'm telling you it wouldn't be funny. You know, you're a nice guy. It's just not going to work. I mean, what if during it you die or something?
Ugh.
That's all I need with your health.
You guys are a bunch of losers.
You're right.
Well, whatever. Respect my decision.
I've jabbed at you about 3 or 4 times in this call.
You're like these guys on American Idol who can't sing, and Simon tells them they can't sing, and you
won't leave the room.
Yeah.
I want you guys to do it.
I know you do, but you're not going to get what you want in this case. I'm very sorry.
Okay, why in the hell do you come up with stupid things that I do not agree to do, and then all of a sudden you come up with this, I agree to do it, and you won't let me?
Because we didn't ask you to do it.
We want you to fly.
Well, is there anyone who disagrees is there anyone on staff who disagrees with this assessment?
I'll give everyone a vote, but you've got to abide by the vote, and I don't want to hear from you again.
Maybe there's some people who think...
Benji, do you think it'd be funny to roast Eric the Midget? Honestly, don't give me a shtick answer.
This is a real thing. Could we do a mini, 10-minute roast of him?
No, mini is not funny.
A full roast, I've said all along, I think we should go outside the show anyway.
Right. So what is the answer? No. Fred?
No, he's going to cry like a bitch, no.
Right. Artie?
Oh, shut up, you idiot.
I don't think he'll cry like a bitch. I think it'll be bad for other reasons. No.
I vote it's too sad. Robin?
Too sad.
That's right. Anybody else? Sal and Richard, you're part of these roasts. Do you want to vote? Gary? Gary, am I wrong here? Eric the Midget roast. Sad?
Hey.
All right, Richard, go ahead. You seem to know something. Go ahead. Put on the mic.
I say no because when we met him, he's just such a tiny little guy, and he's so sad in person. I felt bad for all of our... You shut up, Eric. I mean, even that I would have to forgive if he was here in person.
Right.
He's just too, little guy.
My impression is that it sounds like a great idea until you actually have to look him in the eye.
Right.
And when he's sitting in front of you, it just gets... But he's insistent on it. I don't know.
So what are you saying, yes or no?
What's your vote?
No. He gets on my nerves, so I say yes.
Oh, stop.
All right, that's one yes you got, Eric.
No fucking way.
Sal?
I think...
Yeah, and Sal, by the way, is somebody who participates in the roast, so you got to abide by that. Yeah.
I think it's funnier that we won't give him the roast than actually roasting him. So I definitely say no.
Yeah, actually, this is a way to just
everything he wants, we won't give him. Right. The things we want, he won't give us.
Well, yeah, we're actually roasting him now by not giving him a roast.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you know how it feels.
Eric, this is your roast.
I love that he can't believe that you won't let him fly with balloons now that he wants to fly.
That's notice my move every time.
What is wrong with you?
All right, Eric, thank you.
Hello?
All right.
All right, that's it. You have to abide by the decision.
How does it feel, Eric?
Fuck you all.
See, congratulations. You just been roasted.
You know what, man? Language like that, I'm getting a restraining order.
See, Eric, we always win. We always win, even the roast we win.
Hey, Eric, call in tomorrow and say you definitely don't want to be roasted. Definitely not. Okay?
All right. That's Eric the Midget, everyone.
Life has roasted him.
God roasted him.
God roasted Eric.
Yes. Eric the Midget, has left many angry voicemails on my voicemail machine.
You mean recently he just made a bunch of voicemail calls?
Yes, he's very angry that we won't roast him. He's frustrated by this. And you can see it's directed at all of us, you, Robin, me, Artie, everyone.
So he's roasting us.
Well, he's just angry. He wants a roast.
Well, this message is for Robin and Artie. Artie, I bet when you go to the doctor to get weighed, they have to borrow the elephant scale from the Bronx Zoo. Also, Robin, I think you're the only woman that could get turned on by the movie VeggieTales. I bet Mr. X uses VeggieTales to get you in the mood, doesn't he? And also, Robin, I had a question on my mind since you came out with that revelation. What felt more like your father's cock? What vegetable or meat that you used?
Wow.
And also...
We talk about an angry midget.
Wow.
Maybe we should roast this little fuck.
He's funny.
You were doing that? Did you ever yell out your father's name? You motherfuckers. You think that I can't dish out as good as you can. Wrong. I'm going to keep leaving message after message after message, poking at each and every one of you until you finally get so pissed that you decide to finally roast me. Look, I have changed. I'm not that weak person anymore. I can't take it. So roast me, you dumb fucks.
Wow, well, Robin, you just took a drubbing, and Artie, you too.
I mean, he hit me with a fat joke, whatever, but Robin really got it there in an awful way.
Vicious midget.
I'd love to introduce Eric to that midget who threw up this weekend in Vegas.
I saw a picture of that midget on a website. They got it up there, yeah.
The happy-go-lucky
the midget that threw up on Artie.
Oh, no, well, in the ice bucket.
Yeah, well, in the article, they say he threw up on you.
It does? What article?
There's an article on
Perez Hilton or something.
Perez Hilton?
I have not heard, by the way, I've not gotten a chance to preview any of these Eric the Midget calls. I'm listening to them for the first time with you, so that was very shocking to me.
I've definitely been put in my place.
Yeah. Now, what Eric doesn't understand, it's not that we don't think he can dish it out. We don't know that...
He can take it.
We think he can take it. We don't even know that we'd look good giving it to him.
Right.
Is the problem.
But I also think he'd have trouble taking it.
I have one question to ask you. Okay, why in the hell do you think I'm the one that's too fucking sensitive? You know, I find that funny. Because out of all of you, the three that I'm going to target right now is Stern, Robin, and Artie. Give me a fucking break. I'm too sensitive. When you three get all bent out of shape when someone, Robin, mentions that you're wrong. Or Howard, when somebody brings up the word marriage or the word engaged, you get all bent out of shape and start getting defensive and sensitive. Artie, somebody brings up Grandma Caprio, you start getting all defensive and upset.
Right.
Give me a fucking break. I'm the sensitive one. You three need to check what the hell you say. Because you three, I think, are more sensitive than I. Big-nosed jackass, fat-ass Artie, and dumbass Robin. You three are the sensitive ones. I'm not sensitive anymore. All right? So get that through your brains.
Eric, don't you understand that we won't look good roasting you because you're a handicapped guy?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I'm saying to other people, they can't handle it. You sitting there like a vegetable in a chair while we roast you is not going to make us look good.
Did you just hear me? I don't give a fuck if you don't look good.
We do.
But we're trying to entertain people, Eric.
And by the way, your roast was vicious. Robin doesn't want me saying this, but Artie and Robin have tears rolling down their eyes right now.
It is. You central person of him.
Hey, Artie, who has...
Hope you have a good time, you do. With my money.
I love that they think he's a millionaire because he has $8,300.
Oh, it's the best story of all time.
Best. JD wants to roast Eric the Midget. He has lines prepared.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, JD, come on in and do your roast if you want.
Alec, JD really has hatred for him because as soon as you pull down the button and start talking to Eric, I heard him walk by Sal's office and go, when is he going to fucking die?
Oh.
You hate Eric the Midget, huh?
He is such a whiny piece of shit. I hate him.
But the guy's got...
Oh, come on. Dude, how long is he going to live with that? How long... He doesn't care.
The rest of his life?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean that.
He's probably not going to live that long, J.D. Come on.
Well, I mean, he should be a little happier.
Eric, you get roasted by J.D. right now?
Go ahead, like that dumbass could come up with anything to hurt me.
Go ahead, J.D.
You're an annoying, nasty, foul-mouthed midget. But enough about Ronnie Mund. I'm here to roast Eric.
Oh, that was so funny.
That was good.
Ronnie catching more shit.
Go ahead.
There's only one way to roast Eric the Midget, in a toaster oven. Eric hates the name Eric the Midget, so I came up with a new name for you. Eric, the piece of shit, whiny, no good douchebag, who I hope gets hit by a bus and dies in front of his parents. I haven't seen such a useless little dick in a wheelchair since I saw a nurse help Stephen Hawking take a piss.
What? You have some delivery.
Don't laugh through your punchline.
Well, at least now we're hearing the sequel to Napoleon Dynamite.
You're such a moron that you can't get through this without laughing.
I know, because it's funny.
Did you write these jokes?
No comment.
Jokes that aren't even funny to the rest.
Okay, all right, shut up. Eric wishes his disease was AIDS, so then he would have at least been laid. Eric's parents and old people have a lot in common. They both put piles of shit in wheelchairs.
Ooh.
Wow.
The age joke doesn't make sense.
You can ask whoever.
I couldn't even understand through the mumbling what he was saying.
I mean, you don't have to have sex to get AIDS.
Right.
Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Well, he's figuring that's how Eric would have gotten it.
It's a glaring hole.
And by the way, Eric did once get... What'd you get? You got to feel some chick's titty, right?
Yes.
Recently, I think.
Yeah.
No, not recently.
No, when was it?
Back in the 90s.
Oh.
Did you ever do the 3 fingers Jones, as Bubba would say?
2 finger split?
Did you ever do a 2 finger split, as the game would say?
No.
You never got your fingers wet?
No.
Fuck you.
He's got to get laid. We could get him laid so easily.
He would. We tried to get Tabitha. Wasn't Tabitha going to
Tabitha's willing to fuck him.
Tabitha will fuck anything breathing.
You're breathing, aren't you? Would you fuck Tabitha?
No.
Can't believe that.
Tabitha.
I think Tabitha's got a great body. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, now that I'm single, if I was in the right situation with her, and she like
more plastic than Barbie.
So what? Who cares?
It's better than nothing.
Like if me and Tabitha were both drinking and she for some reason like gave me a sign at this point, I'd fuck her in a heartbeat.
Would. Of course you would.
I mean, you know, the porn star thing, I think she's got a hot enough body to cancel that out.
Some guy called me up earlier and asked me, who would I rather bang? Would I rather bang Pam Anderson or Jenna Jameson? I think Jenna Jameson.
I'd go with Pam Anderson.
You would?
I really would.
What was your thinking, Howard?
I think Jenna. I mean, okay, we're talking now, Jenna, you know, well, but she's a porn star. The germ thing freaks me out.
I think it's a no-brainer. I really do. I love Jenna, but Pam is like our Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
And she's just hot as hell.
I don't know.
No porn star aspect, although she's probably had a mile of dick in her.
Right.
Pam's looking a little better than Jenna now anyway.
JD, please.
This is our fantasy.
Okay, sorry.
JD, I thought you were good, but there's some glaring holes you could drive a truck through.
I didn't necessarily write all these.
Hey, JD.
Yes.
I'm sure you didn't write any of them. Hey, JD.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Well, no, when you bang a porn star,
yes,
aren't you worried about, like, you know, where she's been and stuff?
Yeah, but they get, like, tested every month, so
like, when you go down on her, aren't you nervous there's going to be some fur growing on your tongue?
Well, a little, I guess. I don't know. You just got to...
You fully go down on her?
Yeah, I guess. I'm probably not the best, but... you know, as good as I can.
I think I get gross when I get horny, but even this chick this weekend, and I've known her for a while, I didn't go down on her like a full, like...
yeah, I mean, she's...
Full liquor out Jones.
Full Jones, yeah.
Well, hey, we got to talk to... I want to find out what it's like to bang Artie Lang.
Well,
you called the chick?
That's easy. I called her last night, and I have a 702 number on her. It's a cell phone, which is a Vegas area code.
Yeah.
But she doesn't live in Vegas. And last night, her voice is no longer on the cell phone app. It's like a computerized thing.
Yeah, okay, that happens.
You know, I told her...
Give the number to Gary. He'll call. We'll try and line her up.
I don't know about that.
This is Artie's girl. He doesn't want Gary calling her. She'll run off with
his girl.
She's sort of like... I don't know. She seems like she might have something going on that... I don't know.
Like another life.
I don't know. They all have other lives, these poor girls.
Well, I mean, when we call her and ask her permission, I mean, we would...
And we'd give her anonymity. We just want to talk to her.
Right, and if she has any reason she doesn't want to come on, then she doesn't have to come on.
It's not that I...
You're not standing in the way.
It's not that I'm upset about, getting a full review of my sex.
But Artie... I would, if you're nervous, I mean, I wouldn't do anything to fuck it up for you. And I would just, what I would do is put her at ease, let her know that it's easy for her to remain anonymous, and tell her that we're not going to really give her a hard time. It'll be more about you, and you just make her feel better. I would never do anything to fuck it up for you.
I want to talk to her first.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I think I lined up a chick, that guess who someone bang thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got a chick, and it's a good one for another reason, too. I've been trying to get her to come in. There's a little added thing that makes it even cooler about this chick that I banged, and I think in a lineup it might be funny to see if you could guess.
All right. That'd be a good game.
I'm curious to see what you think, my abilities are to get a chick. Like, if I lined up 3 chicks and one of them wasn't that hot, if you would immediately go...
Like a one-legged humpback.
Yeah,
that's probably the one.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm really curious about what you think I would...
You can get chicks.
No, but this is years ago.
All right, well, okay.
Before you were famous?
No, that's a fun game.
You were in show business or no?
I wasn't on the Stern Show yet. I was in show business.
All right.
Yeah, so it doesn't count, I guess. Sorry.
All right, Eric. Still, it's a no. No roast.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah, Eric.
Whose facial hair is better, yours or Grandma Caprio?
Wow.
You motherfucker.
So you got to him, Eric. I think they're afraid to roast you because you hit so below the belt.
I'm going to shove you in a spackle bucket.
You're the one who's saying don't roast him. Of course, I agree with you.
Let me see what other... He left other voicemails, too. Very vicious voicemails, evidently. Listen.
All of you and your listeners think I'm pathetic. Wrong. What you and your listeners don't realize is you're the pathetic ones. Yep, that's right. Newsflash, you're pathetic.
Hey, Eric, what do? You stay up all night and leave these messages?
No.
I mean, there's 4 of them, and they get more and more vicious. Like, are you drinking? What are you doing?
No, I don't drink.
What do? You hang up the phone and you go, I got to go tell those guys another thing.
Yeah.
Wow. What a night.
Did you know that they flew somebody with balloons on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you fucked that up. Now the Super Bowl took our idea.
Oh, well. Pathetic, because you guys think you're a bunch of comics. Please. I've seen their comics on the reject round of Last Comic Standing. That moron that kept coming in after one audition after the other every city. Well, I think his name was Art Star.
What?
I screwed up his name. It's Buck Star.
All right. Hey, listen, I got to go. I'm getting
that's
bored.
funny.
That was mean.
With Buck Star, it's funnier.
All right, thanks. Sorry, Eric. We just don't think you're good roast material.
I don't care. I want you to do it.
Well, you can't force us.
I want to prove to you that it could be done.
I can't. I'm telling you, the visual of you sitting there in that chair, and, I've seen pictures of Eric.
Uh-huh.
It's heartbreaking.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
Keep something in mind, though. There are a lot of pictures of me, but a lot of them are photoshopped ones that idiots put together that aren't even real.
I'm looking at one. You look like Larry Hagman after the liver transplant. Is that you?
Do you dye your hair?
No.
Oh. Like a weird blonde hair.
He looks exactly like somebody. Who does he look like? Larry
I told you, Jackie Martley.
No, you're right, Jackie. That's true. That's a good one. But it's somebody else.
If Jackie was very sick.
Eric, you look like Jackie Martling.
You know what?
Well, who does he look like?
I think he looks like a shrunken version of the guy who played the RoboCop, Peter Weller.
Yes, that's good.
That's a good
but
one,
a shrunken head version.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like you take those little gourds and stuff like that, and you put the eyes and stuff on it. That's what his head
Actually, he looks like what I assume the Zodiac Killer in San Francisco probably would have looked like.
If he were a midget.
See, Eric, you don't like hearing that kind of stuff.
I'm sitting here calmly, not reacting to it.
All right. Well, let me think about this, okay? Let me think it through. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. He really wants to be roasted. Is it possible, Artie, to roast him and come out looking halfway human?
No. I don't know. I guess. I mean, unless he's responsible somehow for killing someone and you hate him.
Yeah. If he was a child molester.
But even then, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see how we could. I don't see how you can make it last for a full hour. You know.
Hammering away, you know, people just hammering away. It would be hard.
Our roasts are hammering.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie, the limo driver, can you call Eric for me and so I'm not the bad guy? And tell him that we don't want to have a roast. Please, handle that for me. All right. Eric the Midget wants to say hello. Boy, I got more hate mail about Eric the Midget. People hate Eric.
Oh, dear.
They find him boring. They don't want us to be... Eric, I might have to stop... I might have to stop taking phone calls from you. The audience says...
That should indicate to you that maybe people would like to see me get roasted.
I don't think so. I'll read you what they say, and you tell me if they want to see you roasted. Okay, Eric the Midget. I can't take any more of that asshole, Eric the Midget. Stop putting him on the air. He sucks and is so boring. I have to turn the channel when he's on. No more Eric. Here's one that says, he is so boring. I got to change the channel. Please, no more Eric. Get him off the air. Boring. You know, I think you're interesting, but a lot of people are writing me saying you're boring. But that's only 2 emails. Were there a lot more, Fred, about Eric the Midget?
Yeah, and it's usually that short, that sweet.
I see.
As he is.
All right, short and sweet like Eric.